Welcome to the Tourism Awareness Week Virtual Expo, brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism through its agency, the Tourism Enhancement Fund and the Tourism Linkages Network. Tourism Awareness Week is celebrated annually to foster awareness among the international community and the importance of tourism and its social, cultural, political and economic value. A highlight of the week is World Tourism Day, celebrated on September 27. Under the UNWTO theme, Rural Development and Tourism, today you will learn the importance of tourism to rural development and how the Ministry of Tourism, through the Tourism Enhancement Fund, has worked with rural suppliers to strengthen linkages with other sectors. Over 350,000 Jamaicans earn a living from tourism directly and indirectly, such as our farmers, manufacturers, tour operators, hotel workers, DJs, chefs, bartenders, wedding planners, persons working in the spas, technology, aviation, transportation, and maintenance, to name a few. My name is Terry Carroll and it's a pleasure to share your company. A huge welcome to our viewers near and far. Share this live. Tell your friends they do not want to miss this. Today we will hear from the Minister of Tourism, our stakeholders, some of our suppliers, farmers and artisans from rural Jamaica about how tourism has impacted their lives. So stick and stay while we share, exchange and explore. Plus we have a surprise entertainment package just for you. The Tourism Enhancement Fund's mandate is to promote growth and development in the tourism sector, encourage better management of environmental resources in Jamaica, enhance the country's overall tourist experience, and provide for the sustainable development of the tourism sector. Dr. Kerry Wallace, Executive Director of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, will bring greetings, after which you will hear from the owners and operators of Pure Chocolate, Renee and her husband Walter Shertes. This is a farm-to-bar handmade chocolate which consists only of natural products without any additives. 100% Jamaican-made pure chocolate. Yum!
Hi everyone. The fact that we as tourism stakeholders around the globe are celebrating Tourism Awareness Week in the context of a pandemic is monumental. As you are aware, the global outbreak of COVID-19 brought the world to a standstill, with tourism being the worst affected of all major economic sectors. Many aspects of the sector have been negatively impacted, especially our small and medium tourism enterprises, who have been forced to find more creative ways to earn a living. I therefore pause to say to all our workers, suppliers and stakeholders, keep on fighting the good fight as we work together for a stronger recovery of Jamaica's tourism. This year's theme, Tourism and Rural Development, is a testament to the industry's will to recover and its importance to the survival of so many economies. This theme is at the core mandate of the Tourism Enhancement Fund and the Tourism Linkages Network, which is to facilitate partnerships for capacity building of our tourism suppliers, which in turn fosters rural and community development. You see, we recognize that our suppliers, especially our SMTEs, form the lifeblood of Jamaica's tourism. As such, under the vision and guidance of our Minister of Tourism, we continue to place special focus on this group as a major part of our growth strategy. I would like to personally congratulate the Tourism Linkages Network for driving several initiatives to enable our suppliers, like our manufacturers, entertainers, and farmers, to earn more from the tourism value chain. These initiatives have become even more critical in this unprecedented COVID-19 era, and we remain committed to facilitating their growth. I hope that by the end of this virtual expo, you will recognize the importance of tourism to rural and community development. I hope that you will also see the importance of the Tourism Linkages Network's continued drive to strengthen linkages to ensure more Jamaicans earn from our tourism product. Thank you.
Chocolate is very versatile. You can make anything with chocolate, and that's why we fell in love with it and started it. My name is Wouter Tjeertes.
My name is Renee Johnson.
And together we are Pure Chocolate. So we started making chocolate here in Jamaica after learning how to make chocolate in St. Lucia during an assignment there. We learned how to make bean-to-bar chocolate and figured, you know what, with the knowledge that we have now, knowing that there is excellent cocoa on the island, we started our company here as well.
We're both pastry chefs, and I think that's where it began for me.
Right, same here. So I've been in pastry for the last 20 years and Renee has been in pastry for the last
7 years.
7 or 8 years, right. Yeah, that's where it starts. You start with pastry and then it evolves into chocolate, and that's why we fell in love with it. Knowing that the market is going towards healthier choices, people want to know where products come from, so they want traceability, they want healthier. We decided to make 4 dark chocolates. Dark chocolate is healthier, less sugar, and what we do is only use 2 ingredients. We don't do any additives, no coloring, no nothing like that, because that's really what the market is asking for. And surprisingly, the Jamaican market is moving that way as well, even though everybody knows that Jamaicans and Caribbean people have a sweet tooth. Darker chocolate is really on the rise, and that's where we stepped in and said, you know what, this is what we're going to do.
So we wanted to showcase Jamaica on our packages, but in a different way. We wanted to stand against any other chocolate brand in the world.
So we've partnered with Taj Francis, a local artist. He is a graduate from Edna Manley School of Art. And why we did this is because we wanted to make sure that our high-end chocolate deserved a high-end packaging. And Taj, his art is high-end. We fell in love with it, and it's very striking. People really gravitate toward it, which helps us sell our product. Now, it's an easy thing to just take somebody's artwork and put it on your packaging, but that wouldn't help the artist. To make sure that he gets his recognition, we actually feature him on the inside so people can actually find his information and buy his artwork. All right, so without good beans, you don't have good chocolate. We have partnered with Mr. Bodie up in Portland. He has his own farm for the last 25 years, and he's been growing cocoa there for all that while. And it's a little bit of a heartbreaking story because he used to sell his beans overseas, but he had never tasted his own chocolate. So we came in and said, you know what, please work with us. We would love to make chocolate out of your beans. And so it happened. Now, just like the artist, we actually gave him a spot in the packaging, which is quite unique because we feel like normally the farmer is always left out. Everybody forgets about the farmer. We didn't. He is featured right there in the packaging because without his premium beans, we don't have proper chocolate. So the whole combination of packaging, traceability, premium quality gives us a better product. And because the artwork works well and the beans work well, we sell more beans. Mr. Bodie is happy, the artist is happy, we're happy, and it works. We're very excited to be one of the artisans considered to become part of the Artisan Village. We've been taking a sneak here and there and it looks beautiful. I think it's definitely gonna help us take that next step and get bigger. Exposure there will be fantastic. I think the concept is very well thought out of. Talking to the Ministry of Tourism, they made it very clear to us that at the Artisan Village and future Artisan Villages, the idea is to make sure that everybody has their signature spot. So you're not gonna have 10 of the same in the same place. So that gives us an opportunity to shine instead of compete. And that is really interesting to us. All right, so when our guests will come to the Artisan Village and will visit our shop, they won't only be visiting our shop, we will actually be producing our products right then and there. The idea is to give people a real peek into production. People can watch us work, buy the product there, they can even do workshops and tastings. So it's not just a little shop where you can buy chocolate, this is the whole experience. We're building an experience, a chocolate experience. We can get the people from the cruise ships, we can get the people from the hotel. Any tourist can find a spot with us, as well as the local people. Everybody will be welcome to experience a chocolate factory. So that's what we're going to do. We are very excited to go into the Artisan Village and grow from there.
How cool was that? I absolutely admire the work of Renee and Walter. In fact, I met them last year in Ocho Rios at Style Jamaica by TLN where they were exhibiting. And let me tell you something, their branding is top notch. The taste of their chocolate, world class. And well, the couple, they're as sweet as can be, pun intended. By the way, where's my chocolate? You know what? I'll deal with them later. The Jamaica Business Development Corporation, JBDC, is the leading player in the provision of business support services for our Jamaican businesses. JBDC provides business and technical support services across the spectrum, from guiding business startups to a wide range of consultancy advice for established businesses. We will now hear from Mrs. Valerie Vieira, CEO of the JBDC, then from Dana Ball, owner of Ball House Design Studio, which comprises design makers of Jamaican handmade ceramics, lighting, furniture, and soft goods for the home. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, so great to be here. JBDC, my big team, fully endorses and supports Tourism Awareness Week because especially there is a focus on the contribution of our rural communities, and these are indeed our clients, the MSMEs. The fact is that there is a symbiotic relationship between the front page of our tourism product and the many Jamaican families producing food, gift and craft, and many other products which enhance the Jamaican tourism product. They contribute significantly to what makes our product so special. The tourism industry is a big umbrella under which many families earn a livelihood. It is the meeting point of most industries. This, of course, is why the Linkages Council is so important in guiding the meeting point. We join in celebrating the farmer who toils not only to produce food for the industry, but also who rears the cow to provide funding for a son or a daughter to train and be a chef in the resort area. And indeed, the many others who continue to contribute to the sound and sustainable foundation for the industry. JBDC congratulates the entire Jamaican team as we continue to build together our tourism industry. Together, we take our special vibes to the entire globe. Thank you so much.
We are designers and makers of authentic handmade Jamaican products. Everything is inspired by the island, and whether it be our culture or nature itself, we have subtle hints within our pieces. Our pieces aren't overtly Jamaican, but they are inspired by and infused with Jamaican roots and culture. Design Studio. We always hear the conversation about how do we capitalize on the creative arts and how do we make that tangible? How do we package that and sell that? Well, this is how you do it. You take your culture and you make it into a physical product and you present that for people to experience. One of my goals is to be able to share our culture through the products that I create. And so I'm going to do a collection based off of the plants that we see or we grow up seeing. Or I'm going to do Christmas ornaments that's an ackee or cocoa or something that's very Jamaican, but at the same time, something that's a quality product that anyone anywhere in the world can appreciate. So I'm not just creating something that I've seen someone else do. It's all original and it's all inspired by my experiences as a Jamaican. It's also to bring joy to anyone, anywhere in the world. I think it's important for us to take our culture and not be ashamed of what it is, like the idea of Rastafari as something that is to be celebrated. We have dancehall queen, salt and pepper shakers. So instead of shying away from the things that make us Jamaicans, I've put it into a product that we can celebrate and we can appreciate, not just as a local, but also as anybody in the world can appreciate. I was a little bit hesitant when I put this stuff out there because I was like, okay, maybe it's not Jamaican enough and the colors aren't, the colors that you would anticipate or you'd expect, but they like the colors. Definitely the colors speak to them. But also the fact that it's locally made, it's authentic, and it's not something made in another country and presented as Jamaican. So they do like that as well, and they like the fact that the pieces are not just decorative, but they're also functional, because all the pieces I have marry form and function. And so that is something that I think they also appreciate. Next up for us, we will be moving into the Artisan Village by the Falmouth Pier, the Hamden Wharf. It's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to it because this will be my first retail space where I'll be able to offer people the experience, the holistic experience of Bauhaus and what we're trying to do. So it's not just about the products in another location, but we'll be able to tell the story, the behind the scenes story, the inspiration, what what's the inspiration or story behind each product a little bit better than we would in a souvenir shop or a hotel gift shop. So this will be great, and it will be a much better touch point or access point to directly to the tourism market or to the customer, which we always love to interface with them so we can get their feedback, hear their feelings, and adjust products if we need to. So that's great, and I think it'll be great. It'll be good from that standpoint, because we'll be able to know our customer a little bit better, a little bit more intimately. I really want to, thank the Ministry of Tourism for initiating this project. I feel that it is worthwhile giving us the platform to be able to grow from a micro to a small to a medium enterprise. So this is going to be an integral part for many of us to be able to do that. So I just wanted to say thank you for the initiative and the opportunity to do so. Let that raise.
How beautiful was that? I consider it a privilege to see the pride, the effort, and the energy that goes not only into Dana's creative pieces, but all of our artisans. Like, really stunning stuff, guys. So now let's talk about TLN. The Tourism Linkages Network, or TLN, a division of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, TEF, continues to play a fundamental role in the growth and development of Jamaica's tourism industry by deepening linkages with a range of other sectors such as manufacturing, entertainment, and agriculture, to name a few. This has afforded Jamaicans, especially smaller suppliers in the sector, the opportunity to take an entrepreneurial path in tourism. Mrs. Caroline McDonald Riley, the director of the Tourism Linkages Network, will give greetings, after which Lisa and Christopher Binns from Stush in the Bush will demonstrate the linkages between tourism and agriculture through gastronomy, specifically farm-to-table experiences.
Hi, I'm Caroline McDonald Riley from the Tourism Linkages Network. We are pleased to be a part of the Tourism Awareness Week Virtual Expo. This year, the fact that we're not in the same physical space has not daunted our energies or efforts to promote the Tourism Linkages Network and to recognize the important linkages between tourism and the rest of the productive sector. I'll share briefly the work of the Tourism Linkages Network. The Tourism Linkages Network is guided by the Tourism Linkages Council. The council comprises of key public and private sector partners, and our strategy is consultative and relies heavily on collaboration to ensure that all sectors are integrated seamlessly. The Tourism Linkages Network has created channels for growth and job creation in the manufacturing and agriculture sectors, as well as through our 5 networks. They are gastronomy, shopping, health and wellness, knowledge, and sport and entertainment. The deepening of the linkages between other sectors has afforded Jamaicans, especially smaller suppliers in the sector, the opportunity to take an entrepreneurial path in tourism through these subsectors. With respect to the agricultural sectors, over the past 4 years, we have worked closely with RADA to strengthen the capacity of farmers through programs such as the Agri-Linkages Exchange, enhancement of the berry program, home gardening programs, and entrepreneurial coaching in farming projects, which are essential to the sustainability of local food supply development to the tourism sector. These projects are directly aligned with this year's theme of tourism and rural development. Through the Manufacturing Technical Working Group, we continue to strengthen and create linkages opportunities for local manufacturers across Jamaica through partnerships with JBDC and the JMEA. The Tourism Linkages Network will continue to support the strategy of the Ministry of Tourism by creating collaborative relationships that build capacity and sustainability, which are key drivers of socio-economic growth. Please enjoy the rest of the Tourism Awareness Week celebration and stay safe.
have a couple of things planned for you. We really are, farm to table. So everything that I am making for you tonight, we're trying to utilize all of the beauty and the bounty of the farm. We have a lot of this on the farm, so you can expect to see that if you're coming up here, you're going to get a chance to taste a little bit of this. We're going to drop in about 4 flowers, well maybe 8, so that we can all have a little try. To do a slab pie, but then I kind of just sort of started leaning towards a cast iron pan. So it's kind of like a slab pie inside of the cast iron pan. As you can see, Christopher is going to be Vanna this evening, so that's all good.
I present to you the apples.
That looks so delicious. And it actually looks easy enough for somebody like me who can't cook to kind of attempt in the kitchen, if you know what I mean. But let's be real, only Jamaicans can make a bush look stush. But these are actually the linkages we're speaking about. Tourism, agriculture, gastronomy. Can you imagine taking that trek, taking that trip through the hillsides of St. Anne with a backdrop that is an organic farm and eating there? Stush in the bush before 2020 is over. Terry Carell will be there and I look forward to it. So moving on in the same vein, the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, or RADA, is committed to promoting the development of agriculture in Jamaica as the main engine of economic growth in rural communities through an efficient, modern, and sustainable extension service which will enhance the national economy and improve the quality of life of rural farm families. Mr. Peter Thompson, the Executive Director of RADA, will bring greetings, and then we will hear from some of our farmers.
The Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, would like to extend congratulations to the Tourism Enhancement Fund on the execution of the Tourism Awareness Week Virtual EXPO, which is celebrated under the theme Tourism and Rural Development. Agriculture and tourism as productive sectors are both pivotal as it pertains to the national growth agenda. The promotion of linkages between both sectors is indeed the linchpin to allow for mutual economic benefits and sustainable rural development. The theme for the Tourism Awareness Week is therefore unique, fitting, as well as can attest to the importance, relevance, and sustenance of these industries and its impact on the economy during this COVID-19 pandemic. As the technical arm of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, RADA has been partnering with the Tourism Linkages Network, the first of many other projects initiated through RADA's partnership with the Tourism Linkages Network is the Agritourism Farmers Market. The success of the Agritourism Farmers Market provides fresh local produce from farmers at competitive prices to hoteliers and others in the parishes of Westmoreland, St. Anne, and St. James. Can be accredited to the collaborative efforts of the key stakeholders in both agriculture and tourism industries. It is indeed safe to say that RADA has been partnering with the Tourism Enhancement Fund through the Tourism Linkages Network every step of the way to ensure that we play our part in strengthening our competitive advantage in the international tourism market and also deepen the linkage between tourism and agriculture in Jamaica. We wish you good and lasting success.
My name is Dwight Shirley. I am the head farmer and founder of the Source Farm Organic Farm. Why was the Source Farm started? The farm itself was started. My wife and I, when we first moved back from the United States, we were on a raw food diet, and we came here knowing that we'd be able to find organic vegetables. And once we actually got here, we realized it was a struggle and realized that it was best for us to start to grow our own food. The Source Farm in general as a whole, that not just the farm, one of our missions is ecological stewardship. So we realize that we're here not just to take back from the land, but also to help feed it and grow back. So that's one of our missions. Farm is a 3/4 acre permaculture farm. We have many different things growing here. Like most permaculture farms, we have ackee plantain, banana, cassava, spinach, okra, arugula, you name it. And some of the things we offer here are different workshops. We do a lot of teaching. We'd like to consider ourselves a teaching village. So we teach people on organic farming, we teach people how to grow mushrooms, we teach people, we have spiritual classes, we teach people on divination, you name it. We have children's workshops, so we tailor the workshop depending on the size of the group and how dirty they want to get. So the little kids, we'd love for them to get their hands dirty. I make sure there's plants that they leave when they're done with the workshop and get them to see the connection between the seed and what's grown and realize that everything doesn't come from the supermarket. It's been a really good response from people in the community. We try to hire as many people as we can from the community. From our guests, they love the ability to interact, to work on the farm and not be isolated from the community. We encourage them to go take a taxi, go find your way around, go to Morant Bay, walk to the community, spend your money in the local stores. So it's a give and take. Most of our visitors are European, UK, Germany, a lot from Germany. I don't know, I think the word just went out in Germany, and we've had guests from Germany that have run into each other in Germany, through the Source Farm. So it's been a really good connection. And we have one of our members that comes here often has started a fund in Germany to help local farmers. So he raises money in Germany and collects and buys tools for Jamaican farmers. So how do we market the property? We market the property a lot by our website. That's what we've been doing for the last 6-7 years, and social media. Instagram, Facebook, farmers market. We have an organic farmers market in Kingston that meets every Saturday from 10 to 3 at 3622 Barbican Road. So right across from Burger King. Some of the challenges we face are water. We have either too much water or too little water. So like I said before, we want to increase our water storage capacity, and we want to extend more drip lines on the farm. Pests are also a big problem for us, dealing with pests organically and not coming across and spraying everything.
Well, before we have so many spoiled goods. You know, we didn't have anybody to call to say, boy, look, we have X amount of broccoli or X amount of tomatoes. So you find yourself with a lot of spoiled stuff, and then once you spoil, that is a loss to the farmer. So before them, it was so difficult to get this stuff out. But now there's that in your hands. So you could just take it phone and call somebody, and immediately they will try their best to, no matter how much glut in the system island-wide, they will find a way to unload some of the goods for you. So I would like to encourage all my farmers and everybody in the sector. The agri linkages is the best way to go. So you could go on your website, download the apps and get to them, and you could be a better farmer today.
I live in Lawrence Devon area, Cape Hole district, and I farm ginger, yam, pineapple, sweet potato, Irish potato, cocoa, plantain, and those things. My homegrown people support me right through, buy from me at all time. Some just dig the food them and just go home delivery and so forth. The website helped me to develop my crop more and expand it more to the system. So they encourage me a lot and then give me a lot of things, and then take a lot of things for me to put on the market, to give me things to show back more stronger and so forth. Yes, before you will have the crop and it can spoil on you too, and when you have the website, it helps you a lot to make other people get your production and see what it is like and so forth. Yes, I would like invite all young men and women to join the AgroLink because it's something good. It will help them, make them progressive, and they can be a man and woman out of it.
After listening to that, how could you not love and respect our farmers? Farmers have played a major role in the tourism supply chain, and we big them up loud. A huge shout out to all our farmers, and we salute you. We know the current situation is far from ideal, but we must press on and encourage all our Jamaicans to buy local, support our farmers and all our local manufacturers and artisans. Recognized for his wide-ranging expertise and accomplishments in the political arena, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett has given over 35 years of service to Jamaica in the Senate and House of Representatives. As one of the world's leading tourism ministers, Minister Bartlett has represented Jamaica regionally and internationally. During his first tenure as tourism minister, he served as vice chairman of the Executive Council of the UNWTO, representing the Americas. He's also the first to serve on the executive of both the public and private sector arms of this prestigious organization. He has been accorded the titles Minister of Tourism for the Caribbean and Minister of Tourism for the World. Minister Bartlett is now in his 7th appointment as a cabinet minister and 8th swearing in as a member of parliament. Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, will now give the main address.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining the Ministry of Tourism and its agencies on this very special occasion, the celebration of Tourism Awareness Week 2020. While this is a week celebrated every year by tourism stakeholders globally, this year is extra special given the impact of COVID-19 on the industry. We're facing the greatest socioeconomic challenge to humanity. We're facing a pandemic that has affected lives and livelihoods, regardless of sizes and resources of countries. It has become the great leveler. For tourism and travel alone, 50 million jobs have been lost, with the global economy projected to contract between 8 and 10% this year. You can see, therefore, why Tourism Awareness Week is so special. Because despite all these challenges, we're coming together globally to highlight the importance of the industry to rural development. This year's theme is timely, as it speaks to the very heart of tourism, which is to ensure inclusive growth within the value chain of the industry. It also speaks to the fact that our economic recovery and survival must come from tourism through the strengthening of linkages to build the capacity of our suppliers to earn. This is where the Tourism Linkage Network, TLN, has stepped in to build relationships and strengthen linkages with other sectors. The critical area in strengthening linkages has been strengthening the capacity of farmers to ensure the sustainability of local food supply to the industry. In that regard, the TLN continues to work closely with the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, the Jamaica Agricultural Society, JAS, and the Rural Agricultural Development Authority, RADA, to create and expand economic opportunities for farmers in the tourism sector and provide bigger markets for their products. Some of our major agritourism products that have resulted from these important partnerships include bolstering the berry farmer industry to better supply our hotels, facilitating agribusiness entrepreneurial coaching, and launching the backyard farming training program to assist youths within the resort areas, and the Young Innovative Entrepreneurs Leading Development Project, as well as establishing the Tourism Agri-Linkage Exchange ALEX initiative. As Minister of Tourism, I'm particularly proud of the ALEX online platform, which currently links over 500 registered farmers directly with buyers in the hotel industry. In fact, ALEX has successfully facilitated contracts valued at $61 million between January and August in 2020. The TLN is continuing its effort to ensure that Jamaica's tourism sector becomes better integrated with the local opportunities for other sectors, such as entertainment, manufacturing, and of course, agriculture. Through these TLN initiatives, we're finding ways to increase the consumption of local goods, creating employment, and generating and facilitating the infusion of tourism spending into the local economy. In strengthening linkages, we're essentially strengthening rural development as we engage suppliers within these sectors to benefit from tourism's value chain at various stages. I am pleased that even within this COVID-19 context, we are still finding very innovative ways to accomplish this goal. I take this opportunity to thank the entire team at TLN, the Tourism Enhancement Fund, our tourism workers, and all critical stakeholders for staying the course and fighting together to chart the road to recovery for Jamaica's tourism. Thank you.
Yeah, yard man. Yeah, yard man, don't respect. I want to hire. I respect and love, man, to all Jamaica, no matter where in the world. One eye, like I own you. No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, cause I am a Jamaican. No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, cause I am a Jamaican. I have Jamaican walk, them here Jamaican talk, cause I am a Jamaican. Them here Jamaican chat, them say Jamaican bop, cause I am a Jamaican. Now everywhere in this world I go, I I am a Jamaican. And no ID I will have to show, cause I am a Jamaican. Them say, Lord, what a boy can run, that is a Jamaican. When they see the Rasta man from Jamdong, that is a Jamaican. Dressmaker, baker, tailor, shoemaker, market, woman in a donkey cart. Rivers and streams, fountains and mountains. In a Jamaica we have it all. Now anywhere in the world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, cause I am a Jamaican. When you hear that music I play out a door, it must be Jamaican. When you smell the food I cook when the breeze blow, got to be Jamaican. Hey, beautiful smile, God-fearing people, known across the world, yet you're so simple. Yeah, and it's not your fault that you're so loving and kind. Oh, jam down, sweet Jamaica, jam bless this island of mine. No matter where I go, I am a Jamaican. No ID I man need to show, cause I am a Jamaican. Oh, them people they laugh so much, got to be Jamaican. They have overcome struggles and been through so much, got to be Jamaican. You're not all, you're not tough, you got to be Jamaican. Resilient and brave, industrious, yes we are Jamaican. No matter anywhere in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No ID I man have to show, I am a Jamaican. Them say, Lord, what a boy can run, must be a Jamaican. When they made the reggae music from Jamdong, got to be Jamaican. Dressmaker, baker, tailor, shoemaker, market, woman in a donkey cart. Rivers and streams, fountains and mountains, Jamaica nice nuts.
Awesome performance and timely message. Thank you so very much, Buju Banton. Yes, indeed, we are Jamaicans. We can and we will get through this. We are resilient, we are strong. Let the protocols work. Wear your masks, sanitize, and maintain physical distance. Big up all our tourism workers, suppliers, all our Jamaicans for what you have done and what you will continue to do to support the tourism industry. Again, this Tourism Awareness Week's virtual expo was brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism through its agency, the Tourism Enhancement Fund and the Tourism Linkages Network. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with us. It has been my pleasure. Be safe. One love.